Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. In this session, we will be discussing from the 15th verse of the 10th chapter of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Mridanga Shankha Bheryascha Veena Panava Gomukhaha Dhundhuri Anaka Ghantadya Nedur Dundubhayas Tatha. The meaning of this verse is, while the Lord was departing from the palace of Hastinapura, different types of drums like the Mridanga, Dhol, Nagra, Dhunduri and Dundubi, and flutes of different types, the Veena, Gomukha and Bheri all sounded together to show him honor. So as the title of the chapter suggests, this is a description of the departure of Lord Krishna for Dwaraka from Hastinapura. So when the Lord was departing from the palace of Hastinapura, he was given a very nice send-off. So it's a royal custom in the palace that all these wonderful instruments are played like a band to show him honor. He is a supreme Lord. Not only that, he was visiting as a guest of Yudhishthira Maharaj. So Yudhishthira Maharaj, while seeing off the Lord Krishna, he was very pleased to arrange this band for showing the honor to Krishna. The next verse, 16th verse, Prasada Shikhara Rudha Kurunaryo Didrikshaya Vavrashuk Kusumai Krishnam Prema Vrida Smitekshanaha. So the meaning of this 16th verse, out of a loving desire to see the Lord, the royal ladies of the Kurus got up on top of the palace and, smiling with affection and shyness, they showered flowers upon the Lord. So Krishna was seen off by all the residents of the palace and the other citizens also when he was leaving Hastinapura to return to Dwaraka. So particularly mention is made here in this verse of the royal ladies of the palace of Hastinapura. They got up on top of the palace because in those days there was no free mixing of men and women. A very highly cultured society was present then, and these ladies to see the Lord, they went on top of the palace, and from there, while smiling with affection and shyness, these ladies showered flowers upon the Lord. So this particular quality of the ladies, shyness, particularly this shyness, is explained by Prabhupada very nicely in the purport. So let us hear Prabhupada. What does he say about this shyness? Prabhupada says, shyness is a particular extra-natural beauty of the fair sex, and it commands respect from the opposite sex. Women naturally have got this shyness, and it is a quality that deserves to be respected by the men. So it is said here by Srila Prabhupada further, this custom was observed even during the days of the Mahabharata, that is more than 5,000 years ago. Only the less intelligent persons not well versed in the history of the world say that observance of separation of female from male is an introduction of the Mohammedan period in India. This is not correct. That the separation, parda, of female from males, some people say that it is an introduction of the Mughal or Mohammedan period in India. That's not correct. As is evident from this record in the Srimad Bhagavatam and the Mahabharata, it is very clear that even in the days 5,000 years back, there was this separation of the men and women. There was no free mixing. And it is a very important point to be noted. So Srila Prabhupada says, this incident from the Mahabharata period proves definitely that the ladies of the palace observed strict parda, restricted association with men. And instead of coming down in the open air where Lord Krishna and others were assembled, the ladies of the palace went up on top of the palace and from there paid their respects to Lord Krishna by showers of flowers. So they showed their respect, they maintained the distance. At the same time, the respect that was being given was very evident by their action, showering flowers upon the Lord. It is definitely stated here in this verse that the ladies were smiling there on the top of the palace, checked by shyness. Both are mentioned. Prema vrida smitekshanaha. Now, prema is out of affection and love. Vrida is glancing with shyness. So, Prabhupada particularly comments about this shyness, that this shyness is a gift of nature to the fair sex and it enhances their beauty and prestige, even if they are of a less important family or even if they are less attractive. It's a very important point. Women generally are more attractive than men, but in some instances, women are not so attractive, but still, shyness enhances their beauty and even their prestige. So, this Srila Prabhupada explains further, we have practical experience of this fact. And what is that experience that Prabhupada is narrating here? A sweeper woman commanded the respect of many respectable gentlemen simply by manifesting a lady's shyness. Prabhupada is talking of his times, say about 80 years back. The sweeper woman, who is not a high class lady, but still, because of her shyness, she was commanding the respect of even big gentlemen in the society. On the other hand, Prabhupada comments, half-naked ladies in the street do not command any respect, but a shy sweeper's wife commands respect from all. So shyness is such an important quality for a woman, and it is very, very important. human civilization as conceived of by the sages of India is to help one free himself from the clutches of illusion. Everyone here in this material world, men, women, of whichever class, whichever standard, are all in the clutches of Maya, illusion, as conditioned souls. But the sages are instructing us to lead a particular lifestyle to become free from these clutches of the illusory energy. The material beauty of a woman is an illusion because actually the body is made of earth, water, fire, air, etc. But because there is association of the living spark with matter, this material body appears to be beautiful. Kindly note this carefully, that a woman appears attractive only because the material body is actually in contact with the living spark, the life due to the spirit soul within the body. And Prabhupada gives an example to illustrate this. No one is attracted by an earthen doll, even if it is the most perfectly prepared doll, to attract the attention of others. You've seen mannequins in stores which sell, let's say, some garments. They dress up a doll of a woman very nicely. Now everyone knows this doll is actually lifeless and nobody is attracted to such a doll. So therefore, the dead body has no beauty because no one will accept the dead body of a so-called beautiful woman. Therefore, the conclusion is that the spirit spark is beautiful, and because of the soul's beauty, one is attracted by the beauty of the outward body. So the real beauty is within, and the real beauty belongs to the soul, not to the body. Therefore, the lesson to be learnt is, the Vedic wisdom forbids us to be attracted by false beauty. Don't be attracted by material beauty. Don't be attracted by external beauty. Real beauty is within. But because we are now in the darkness of ignorance, the Vedic civilization allows very restricted mixing of men and women. This restriction is necessary so that we don't become trapped by Maya. This is a trap for both men and women. It's not only for men, it's for both. So, the sages of the Vedic civilization, they say that the woman is considered to be like fire and the man is considered to be butter. Butter must melt in the association of fire. Therefore, they may be brought together only when it is necessary. Men and women are brought together only when absolutely essential. And shyness is a check to the unrestricted mixing. A woman's shyness stops this unrestricted mixing of men and women and thereby saves people from becoming trapped by the illusory presentation of Maya as something external, as beautiful and attractive. The real beauty is inside, within, of the spirit, not of this body. So don't be attracted by bodily beauty. And we all know this bodily beauty is highly flickering. It is very, very short-lived. Like somebody, even if however beautiful they are, when they don't take bath, they are not dressed very nicely, neatly, or they are completely fatigued, or they become old, they have wrinkles, or they get injury on their face, then where is the beauty? Beauty is all gone. So this is ephemeral beauty, this is not real beauty. And to not get trapped by this ephemeral beauty or false beauty, there is restriction in mixing of men and women. And also this restriction is automatically there when women utilize the characteristic quality of theirs called shyness, and by which the unrestricted mixing is prevented, and thereby we don't become trapped by Maya. I'll stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.